Hi everyone, this is Wanda from Samisai, and today we're going to make an alternating diamond bracelet. I forgot the bracelet. So I have 5 colors and I cut 5 strings from one string from each color. I made it about 64 inches and I extended the blue string to be 73 inches because I'm going to be using that to make a loop, which I'm currently doing. So a loop is made of backward forward knots, made of backward forward knots. That's the first half would be in a D and the second half would be in a 4 shape, like what I just did. And I'm going to repeat that backward forward knot again. So I'm going to show you a capital D, pull the string through that loop, through the hole, and then make a 4 on the other side and pull through the hole. So that's a backward forward knot. And if you like a more in-depth tutorial, I'll have one linked in the description and it's pop up in the cards. So the whole point of making a loop is that I can make ties and it'll be able to hold the bracelet in a much better way. So backward forward knots, make as many as you want until when you get the desired length. I'm going to be skipping that because I think I've explained enough. I made my loop length to be about an inch point 1.25 inches. Yes. And sorry for poor lighting. I'm filming in my hostel and I haven't gotten used to it yet, so sorry. So I'm going to be starting from the right, which is kind of my thing, and I'm going to make a forward knot. Sorry, I'm going to make a forward. I'm going to make a forward backward knot. Sorry, with my blue string on the right over the next one, which is what I want to. You're going to make this according to the color or let's say the color pattern you like it to follow. So I'm going to remove my green string first, move that, and then I'm going to make another backward forward knot over the remaining 3 strings now, because I'm doing a single color loop. So pull up. So the next one I want to leave out now is for the peach, yeah. So I'm going to take the blue string again after I've removed my peach string from the bunch, and I'm going to make another backward forward knot, neighbor's dog. Backward forward knot, neighbors arguing. So I'm going to be moving my yellow string here. I'm going to move it towards the right to the other strings, and then I'll make a backward forward knot. Now that I'm done with this half of the triangle start, I'm going to actually start my pattern, which is going to be like a tiny triangle. So taking the green string on the edge, that's the string on the rightmost edge, I'm going to take that and I'm going to make one backward knot and then one backward forward knot. So I'm going to take the green string and I'm going to make one backward knot over the peach colored string, and then I'm going to make one backward forward knot over my yellow string. And now we're going to make one forward knot over the peach string. So you can see I made like a tiny triangle, which is what I was trying to explain at the beginning. And then now that we're done with the green string, we're going to take our blue color string. We're going to take our blue string and we're going to make three we're going to make the forward knots with that string. Now we're done with the right side. We're going to go over to the left side and do something similar. So getting started with our blue loop from the our blue string from the loop, we're going to take that and make a one color shape start with it. So bringing out our blue string, we're going to remember the other we followed in the other side, the other strings. We're going to do the same thing here. So we're going to make a forward backward knot. We're going to make a forward backward knot first, and now the backward part, and pull. Then we're going to remove the green string and then make another forward backward knot over the other strings in the bunch. Now we're going to remove the peach string and make another backward forward knot. Another backward forward knot. Another forward backward. I made a mistake, it's a forward backward knot. Now remove the yellow string and make a forward backward knot. Forward backward knot. Now we're going to start with the triangle on the left. So take the green string. I'm happy that I have different string colors here. Take the green string, which is string on the edge, and make one forward knot over the peach string, and then make one forward backward knot over the yellow string. Another forward backward knot. So over this yellow string, we're going to make a forward backward knot. Now our backward part. And now we're going to make a backward knot over the peach string, moving the string right back to where we began. And now that we are done with this, we're going to take our blue string and we're going to make 3 backward knots. So one backward knot over the yellow, another on the peach, and the last one will be on the green string. Now we have started our actual alternating diamond hat pattern. I just wanted you guys to know that, just in case you were not sure yet. So now that we are done with the triangles, we're going to take the middle strings, which is going to be our pink strings, and we're going to kind of connect it. So we have our triangle start, and at the same time we're going to begin our diamond pattern from there. Again, sorry about the poor lighting, it's my fault. Like, obviously it's my fault. So now we're going to take this pink strings. Actually, we're going to take the pink string from the left and we're going to be making 5 forward knots. So the first knot is going to be tricky. I'm going to make my first half, then make the second half. Pull the first half tight there, then use my left finger and left index finger, hold it down, and then pull up the second half of the knot. And mine stays like that. So now I'm going to continue making 4 forward knots. Now, I want to say something. I do not know if there's a pattern for this. If you know the pattern for this, you can leave it in the description. You can leave it in the comment section, sorry. But I actually just randomly thought of the pattern, but I don't want to actually submit it as a pattern on Bracelet Book just in case, because the pattern is pretty simple. There might be an actual pattern for this, so I don't want to take credit and I don't know who to give credit to. So just throwing that out there. So we're making our last forward knot here. Now going back to the middle, taking that pink string from the middle, we're going to make 4 backward knots towards the left. So we're going to be making backward knots all the way, like from the middle to the left edge. So we're done with that and we're going back to the middle. We have 2 yellow strings in the middle. We're going to take the one on the left actually, and we're going to make three forward knots. So we're going to use the yellow string and make 3 forward knots. I think this is a better angle. Now we're going to make a forward backward knot over the blue string, which technically is our 4th string. A forward backward knot. Now we're done with that. We're going back to the middle again, picking up that yellow string that we left in the middle. We're going to make 2 backward knots. So that's 1 backward knot over the peach and green string each. And now on the blue string, we're going to make a backward forward knot. A backward, and then the half of the forward knot now. Pull up, and there. So now going to the middle, we're going to take these 2 strings there, which are the peach color strings, and I'm going to show you something quite fun. So taking the left peach color string, we're going to make 1 forward knot, and then just make the 1 forward knot first. Now we're going to make a forward backward knot on the green string. The green string. Now forward half, and there. So pull up. Now taking the current peach string that we have there, the one we left in the middle, we're going to make 1 backward forward knot over the green string on the left. So a backward forward knot. A backward forward knot. Now we're going to make a forward knot over the peach string that's now in the middle. So make a forward knot over the peach string, and we're kind of almost done with our diamond. So going to the right, we're going to take the yellow string and we're going to make 2 backward knots with that yellow string. So 1 backward knot over the green and 1 backward knot over the peach each. Leaving that yellow string and moving it towards the right, towards the left, sorry, we're going to pick our yellow string from the left now, and we are going to be making 3 forward knots. So the forward knot is over the green, the peach, and now the yellow string that's in the middle. So that's 3 forward knots. So here we have one part of the diamond done. Now for the outer diamond, we're going to take the pink string, that's the one on the rightmost edge first, and we're going to make 4 backward knots, moving the string from the pink string from the edge to the middle. So now that we're done with this part, with the right half of the diamond, we're going to do something else. So now we're going to go over to the left part and pick that pink string on the left, and we're going to make it 5 forward knots, which is going to complete our diamond actually. So the first color is going to be pink, a pink diamond. So remember, we're going to be making 5 forward knots. We've already made one. We're currently on our second forward knot. And now we're going towards the third, which is over the peach string. The next one will be over the yellow, and the last one will be over the pink string that's currently in the middle of the bracelet. So now that we completed this part, we're going to go to the right edge again. We're going to take the blue string there, or the string that's on the edge, whatever color you have, and we're going to be making 4 backward knots. So for this next thing we're going to be doing is going to be making a chevron row, which is going to be a V. So we're starting the first half of the chevron row by taking the blue string on the edge and making 4 backward knots. Now that we're done with this half of the chevron, we're going to go to the left part and we're going to make 5 forward knots, completing our chevron row. So taking the blue string there, we're going to make 5 forward knots, one over each color. If you understand what I've explained so far, please give me a like and subscribe. And if there's anything you don't understand or with any other tutorial you would like me to make, please leave a comment about it, or you can just send me a message on Instagram. And if you would like to go a step further and support me on my channel, you can buy me coffee, link is in the description. So we've currently completed our chevron row, and we're going to the edge now, the right edge. We're going to take the green string there and we're going to make 3 backward knots. So we're going to make 3 backward knots and 1 backward forward knot over the middle string, which is color blue, which is blue. I shouldn't have said color blue, which is blue. And now we're going to be making our backward forward knots on the middle string. Backward forward knots. Now I think you should remember this is what we did at the beginning when we started with the blue color. So take the string on the edge, now that is the peach string, and we're going to do what we did with the green string at the beginning. Make one backward knot over the yellow string. Then on the pink string, on the next string, make a backward forward knot. And then make one forward knot over the yellow string. That's the other string. Now taking the green string, we are going to be making 3 forward knots. Now I think you can remember we did this when we were just first starting this tutorial. That's, like I told you, the beginning of the actual pattern. So make 3 forward knots, moving the string to the edge, to the rightmost edge. Now we're done with the triangle on the right. So move all those strings to to the right. We're going to the left now. Taking the green string on the left, we're going to make 3 forward knots and 1 forward backward knot. Now to the next string, we're going to make a forward backward knot. Forward and the backward knot now. And now for the triangle, we're going to take that peach string and make 1 forward knot on the yellow string. And then 1 forward backward knot on the pink string. Now we're going to make our last with the peach string, which is going to be a backward knot over the yellow string. Going back, take our green string on the left and make 3 backward knots. Again, notice that we've done this step before. We are just repeating these previous steps we've done with different colors of string, because it's an alternating diamond bracelet, so it's not going to have these same colors. It's going to change every single time we finish a diamond or a triangle. If it's the same, then please go back and check again. It means you've accidentally missed colors or you missed a step along the way somewhere. Going back to our middle again, remember, we're going to take the blue strings, which are the strings currently in the middle. Take the left blue string and make 5 forward knots, moving that blue string to the edge of the right. Now we're making our last knot. So going back to the middle, we're going to pick that blue string again that's currently in the middle, and we're going to make 4 backward knots. We're moving towards the left this time, not the right. So making 4 backward knots. We'll end on the edge of the left. So now that we've completed that reverse chevron row, we're going to the middle. We're going to pick that pink string on the left middle, and we're going to make 3 forward knots. So using the pink string, we're going to make 3 forward knots, and on the green string, which is our 4th string, we're going to be making a forward backward knot. We'll make a forward backward knot on the 4th string, which is the green colored string. Now going back to the middle, pick up that pink string that's still there. We're going to make 2 backward knot and 1 backward forward knot on the third string, which is our green string on the left. A forward backward knot on the third string, which is the green string. And now we're back to our middle part. So we have yellow in the middle this time instead of peach like how we had previously. But we're going to do the same thing. So take the left yellow string and make 1 forward knot over the yellow string. Make 1 forward knot. And on the second string, which is our peach string, make a forward backward knot. Now, picking up our other yellow string, the one that's in the middle, the other yellow string, make a backward forward knot over the string on the left, which is our peach string again. Now, make a forward knot over the middle yellow string with the other yellow string. And there, we've done the middle. Now, take the pink string on the right and make 2 backward knots. So 1 backward knot over the peach and yellow string each. Now go to the left and take that pink string on the left and make 3 forward knots. So 1 forward knot over the peach, yellow and pink strings. So we've completed the inner diamond. Now for the outer diamond, which is just going to be like a chevron row, take the blue string on the edge and make 4 backward knots. This is the chevron we're making, by the way. Make 4 backward knots. Moving the blue string from the right edge to the middle. So we're going to complete this chevron by moving towards the left now and picking up the blue string, which is the leftmost string there. And we're going to be making 5 forward knots now. So moving this one all the way to the middle. Now we're making our last knots. So we're done. So now we're going to make this chevron row. This will be done with the green string this time. And we're almost at the end of this tutorial. So taking the green string, making a normal chevron, we're going to make 4 backward knots. Just 4 backward knots. Now, going to the left, we're going to take the green string or the string on the edge of the left, and we're going to be making 5 forward knots because we're completing the end of the chevron. And this is kind of when I finish this chevron, that's where I'm going to end this tutorial. I would like to say sorry, I actually forgot to film how I ended this bracelet. And I have ended this bracelet. I'm making this voiceover like 2 weeks after I ended the bracelet. So I'm sorry, you're not going to see how I ended it. But I used a basic triangle end for it, and I made fishtail braids. Yeah, I made fishtail braids. So this is it for the tutorial. I'm going to be leaving the height pattern that I think is beginner friendly and you should make after this. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a nice day, and I'm going to leave a timestamp just in case you want to go back and watch again. Next color is peach. Bye.